Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to kind of get through a topic that was what I call crazy mental drama. How many times have you been tossing and turning in bed and just going over, what a conversation you had today, maybe something that kind of really riled you up a little bit. And you're like, well, then they said this, and then, well, I should have said that. And then if I said that, then they'll say this, and you go on and on and on. And in the end, you end up staying up for most of the night, creating this drama on your head that possibly never even existed. So if you go to lifeonfireprogram.com, I have a video there that explains a little bit about how you can start to get rid of that mental drama and a whole bunch more. So the link is up above. If you're listening now, you can put it in the comments if you want to draw people over there. But the idea is and it's funny because some people, they think people think about them more than they actually do, which is, it's not meant to make you feel that no one thinks and no one cares about you. But in reality, people aren't thinking about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. They're not royally boiling over in their heads about conversations that they have with you. I had a conversation with someone recently where they were really, really worried about something, about a past interaction. I had let it go, but it continued to kind of bother them. Now, gratefully, we were able to come together and work it out. But I worry about how much energy was put into that time that person spent worrying about it, fretting about it, stressing about it. Because at a certain stage, that stuff affects your health, and it can make you like super sick if you continue to dwell on these internal dramas. And so part of what the program, the Life on Fire program, my brand new program, if you want to go check it out, lifeonfireprogram.com, we talk about what I call the judgment detox. And I actually got that phrase from a book called The Judgment Detox by Gabrielle Bernstein. Great book. Says the word judgment about 7,000 times, but if you can get past it, the message is absolutely on point. And it's so on point that it actually is one full class, because when you are so worried about what other people are thinking about you, what other people, you perceive other people are saying about you, you're not focusing on your business. You're looking left, you're looking right, you're looking behind, and you're missing the opportunities directly in front of you. And one of the things that you hear a lot is, oh, that person's successful because they're so lucky. They had a lucky break. They had this opportunity, they had that opportunity. I don't have those opportunities. So therefore, you excuse yourself from any responsibility to actually change your world. If you like what those people have, go get it, right? But when you are worrying constantly about what other people think and what other people are doing and about how they got there and all that kind of stuff, then you're not going to be able to see what is directly in front of you. And you probably have a lucky break right under your nose. It's like right there. You just need to pick it up and run with it. But if you're so worried about other people, you're not going to be able to do that. So, what I want to challenge you with, and this is what I challenge people with in the course, and I'm going to challenge you with this today. And I do this on a regular basis. I want you to write down one of the stories that you believe either people think of you or that you judge others with. So is there someone that you're judging, or is there a story that you're making up in your head? Like, I look at my competitor and they're so much more successful than me, and they will always be more successful, and I will never catch up to them. That's a mental drama in your head. It's not real. And so if you write down that story, either you are judging others or you believe you're being judged, look for the proof. Where is your proof that that story is actually true? And then the third step, which is a bit of a tricky one, it is how can you rewrite that story? If you have no proof, and if that story wasn't true, what would be a new story? And the story I share, and I've shared this before, but I'll share it again. There was a guy that used to comment on everything that I used to post. And and so I would make a video or I post something and he'd write something in, and I would just, the way I interpreted it was kind of condescending. It's like, well, it's about time you figured this out, Rebecca. Like everyone else has figured this out. Like, welcome to the party. And so I would actually stop posting, or I'd hold myself back, or I'd be worried about it, think about it, it bugged me. And then I went through this judgment detox process myself. And Jill, I'm so glad you're going to go through that again. So Jill did go through my Life on Fire beta program. And this is a big part of what we talked about throughout the program, is to challenge these particular beliefs. But when I went through it, I said, okay, because what you can do on your business page is there's a little search bar, and you can go in and you can type in like someone's name, and you'll get all the comments from that person. So I did that. I went, okay, put in the guy's name. And I looked at all the comments and I said, okay, I'm going to think differently about what this guy said. Okay, I'm going to say, I've interpreted it this way. I've created a mental drama. Maybe it's not true. And I went and I read them again. And you know what? When I read them again with fresh eyes and no bias, I realized the guy was trying to be encouraging, right? And when you look at it that way, it's like, oh, well, he was actually trying to help me, to say that you're not alone on this path. And it felt so much better. And ever since then, I have had nothing but wonderful thoughts. And I've actually taken it upon myself. And again, this guy does not know, and I've never said his name, and I never ever will. He does not know that I felt this way about him. This story is so important to me. It's in my book. I have a whole chapter of my new book called Think Again. It's coming out hopefully May, June. And it's all about this process of thinking again, think differently. So you have this mental drama, stop, think again, and try to reframe that whatever's going on, so in this case, mental drama, to be, and to disprove it and to release the negative energy that is with it and replace it with something better. So I did, and I've actually gone onto this guy's page, and every single time he posts something, I'm like, yeah, way to go, this is great. Because it's almost like my way of penance, right? So Matthew, absolutely, you have to write a book. So Matthew, if you say you're going to write a book, I'm going to hold you to that you're going to write your book. There is no reason, and there's a wonderful stat. So the company that's helping me write my book, it's called Bestseller Publishing, great company, and they have a stat that 81% of Americans want to write a book, but only 3% actually do so. And do you know why? It's because they think no one will listen. They think no one will care. They think everyone else has already said whatever they're going to say, and so they don't do anything. That is an exact example of what I'm talking about today, about the fact that you can tell yourself a story and it will stop you from doing something. And that is absurd, and it's sad, and it needs to stop. Right? And so when you go through the process of saying, say you want to write a book. So Matthew, I'm assuming from your comment there, I'm interpreting that is that you're going to write a book. Why haven't you written the book yet? That's what you got to ask yourself. Is it something that you have told yourself that maybe is holding you back? And it could be, so today's topic is about, how you are perceived by others, how you think you're perceived by others. And how you also make judgments against others as well. But there's also like little stories we tell ourselves about ourselves, but that's a separate video. At the end of the day, it's not true. And if you want to go get something, go get it. You want to write a book, go write it. You want to, be a president of the United States, knock your socks off, right? There's literally nothing stopping you other than yourself. And because and that sounds fine. It's like, oh, well, you need ABC to be able to be, president of the United States, or, CEO of a company or what have you. It's like, yes, but you will never take a single step in that direction if the mental drama is holding you back. It's impossible. You can't move forward if your brain is sabotaging your efforts. And here's another little tip, and I've got something coming out a little bit later. It's a little quote. And I mean, it means so much to me. And I've said it before, and I'll repeat it endlessly. You can say, I will be successful. And your brain is going to be like, there's no commitment there. And so it doesn't hold that thought and turn it into action. If, however, you say, I am successful, I am a CEO, I am president of the United States. Your brain's like, whoa, 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 shit, okay, let's get there. And it starts putting into place different beliefs, because now your brain is like, you're constantly feeding it that positive, I'm already there. And so if your brain is hearing, I'm already at where I want to be, I am successful, I am a millionaire, I am whatever, it will start sort of breeding other thoughts and beliefs around that whole core thought of, you are actually where you want to be, and your actions will follow. It is one thing. So again, I've obsessed about this book, and I obsessed about it again. Ultimate Selling Machine by Chet Holmes. Love it, love it, love it. It's also mentioned in other books that I have read that if you think this way, thoughts become beliefs, beliefs become actions. But your thoughts must be pointing you in the right direction. Again, lifeonfireprogram.com. If you want to check it out, there is an entire class on exactly that. So it's a little bit of NLP, but the idea is that if you are saying something like, I don't want to be poor, your brain is hearing poor, and you will stay poor. If, however, you say, I am rich, now I will be, but I am, your brain points in a completely different direction, and everything else, all your biochem, everything, all your beliefs start switching. So don't say, there's two things you want to avoid. You want to avoid the negative, that I don't want to be, name that too. I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be overweight, I don't want to be, where I am right now in a relationship or whatever. You can't say that, that will not change your world. You also have to avoid the I will, because that gives you an out. It means you're not really there yet, and your brain will not help you if you are always using future tense. You need to use present tense. If you want to be something, speak to yourself as if you are already there. And what that will do is it will negate and ignore any of the judgments that you may be making against people or perceive them to be making against you. Because in your mind, you're already there, and you don't have to worry about it anymore, because you're standing exactly where you want to be. So I hope you guys have found this helpful. If you think that there's some other people out there that might want to hear more about this message, about judgment and about getting rid of the mental dramas, please do share it. I love to be able to spread this kind of a word. If you want to check out, there's a 40-minute video on lifeonfireprogram.com. You can check it out. There's details about the program if you're interested. Of course, you can PM me if you want more information. Love to chat with you guys. Thank you so much for joining and for commenting. And of course, once this video is done, you can continue to comment. And I hope you have a great day. And try, just today, pick one mental drama that you are going to erase from your life. So I got rid of the mental drama of the guy who I thought was being condescending, and I thought again. Remember, think again. And I changed my thoughts to say, you know what? Let me think about this differently. And I did, and it made me feel a heck of a lot better, and I've never worried about it since. So put your energy in the right place, be productive, be awesome, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao!